Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. We are so thrilled to have you. We are live here in International Internship University's Conference 2025. We are very excited to be here with every single one of you. And as we see each one of our speakers join us, let's get very, very excited. What they have to say today is very important. I would love to introduce to you, and I think we may not see her very well, but I just want to introduce to you, and she can just say hello, our deal global head of virtual events, Mrs. Hermina Raescu. She is here. She is the person behind every single thing that we have done here today. And I really want us to do a virtual clap and applause for Hermina. Hermina, thank you for all the work that you have put through. It's very, very exciting. So as we open up this incredible conference, thank you, Hermina. Thank you.
Yes, dear guests, distinguished speakers, partners, members of the academic community, and dear participants from around the world, it's an honor to be today with you in this event. This conference is more than just an event. It's a global platform, a bridge between ideas, cultures, and visions. It is a space where educational innovation takes shape, where inclusion becomes reality, and where the impact of education is felt across borders. Today's event would not have been possible without the vision, dedication, and tireless spirit of our founder, Advocate Piyush Pandit, a leader who turned a dream into reality to create a borderless international university open to all who believe in the power of education. We thank him for creating a space where our ideas can thrive and where our collaboration can lead to real change. Each of you has a voice that matters. Throughout your presence, you are helping shape a more equitable, we can say like this, innovative and globally connected education system for the 21st century. Every idea and every experience shared here today will make an impact, not only on those present, but on the future of thousands of students, educationists, and communities. I invite you all to be active, courageous, and to be brave and open in this exchange of ideas. Let us lay the foundation for an educational future where no one is left behind. Because education is not longer local, it's global, and the future is being written together here and now. Good luck to all participants. Let's stay active, engaged, and connected, because the future of education is being written in this moment together. I repeat this. This conference is not just an event. It is a global movement. Thank you so much, my dear Virginia.
Thank you, Hermina. Thank you for those amazing words. And most importantly, because you've hit the nail on the head, this is an ongoing project. This is just not one conference. This is really a revolution of education. So thank you, Hermina, for being here with us today. So ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, esteemed speakers, and every person that is following us today, thank you for being here. It is with immense pleasure and great honor that I welcome you all to the IIU International Internship University Global Conference on Innovation, Inclusion, and Impact in the Digital Age. This conference marks a significant gathering of minds. Many of them you already know, but we have a few new faces that we're so welcome to have here with us. We want to explore, we want to celebrate the transformative power of innovation in our increasingly digital world. Although we are digital, humans are still very important. As we stand at the threshold of an era defined by rapid technological advancement, it is crucial to reflect our role in everything that we do, and how these innovations can create an inclusive environment. And this means let's include everyone. Like Hermina said, in one of the most important education policies in the United States, no child left behind, no person left behind. Today, we will delve into the ways in which digital technologies can be harnessed to foster inclusion across various sectors, making sure that everybody has access, that everyone is connected. And how do we do that? By empowering communities and driving social change. Our founder, Advocate Piyush Pandit is at heart a social worker. He is a human rights attorney, but the truth is that he believes that everybody should have the fundamental right to education. This conference theme resonates deeply with the challenges that we are facing, but most importantly, with the opportunities of this time. The digital landscape is not just a domain, it's not a .com or .org or .co. It is our collective responsibility to ensure that this digital age reflects our shared values of inclusivity, equality, and progress. Make sure that wherever you are, everybody can blossom with these advances. Not only some, but every single one. So let's do this from equity. I am here and you are here today to hear from a diverse group of thought leaders, of innovators, of practitioners, people that do this every day. They're at the forefront of transformation. Their insights and experiences will illuminate the path that we also take. So I am really excited to introduce to you our first chief guest, and that is none other than our trusted trustee, Dr. Roshni Lal. Edmina, if you want to start cueing the video, and I will read her bio after.
Namaste, esteemed colleagues, honored guests, and fellow innovators. I am Dr. Roshni Lal, the trustee of International Internship University. It is my privilege to extend heartfelt gratitude to our exceptional team for their unwavering dedication. We gather to explore the transformative power of innovation, inclusion, and impact in the digital age. As we navigate this era of rapid technological investment, it is imperative that we harness these forces to create a more equitable, connected, and prosperous world. Innovation is the engine that drives the progress, enabling us to solve complex problems, enhance life, and unlock new opportunities. However, innovation without inclusion can exacerbate existing disparities and leave marginalized communities behind. Therefore, we must prioritize inclusive design, diverse perspective, and accessible technologies to ensure that everyone can benefit from digital revolution. The impact of our efforts will be measured not only by technologies we create, but also by the positive changes we inspire. As we strive for impact, we must consider social, environmental, and economic applications of our innovation. By doing so, we can foster a more sustainable, just a compassionate world. In the digital age, the possibilities are vast and the potentials for good is immense. Let us work together to harness the power of innovation, promote inclusive, and drive meaningful impact. By doing so, we can create a brighter future for all, where technology saves humanity and enhances human experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Roshni Lal. She is our trustee. She hails from the beautiful land of Australia, and she is a stronghold and pillar of our organization. Thank you so much. Thank you, Edmina, for doing that. I encourage all of you to engage today openly, share your thoughts, also write down questions, speak out later to this, to these speakers. You can reach out to them. Each one of them is an eminence in their own area. This gathering is not only for learning, but also we want to make sure that our speakers know that they're part of a very strong community. We are very, very excited to start this today. And now I would love to introduce to you Senior Professor General, our Professor Charles. He is our Vice Chancellor. Again, another incredible pillar of our organization. If there is somebody that brings the positive, if there is one person that will always say present and truly believes in the power of education, is our Professor Charles. So Professor Charles, the virtual podium is all yours.
Thank you very much, my able sister. It's a pleasure meeting you once again. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, my dear friends. I want to thank God for this great opportunity that God has given us. We call upon the God, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit to empower us, to bless us with His wisdom, to give us all the graces we need for us to do exploit in this topic before us. We pray that the Holy Spirit shall teach us and instruct us. Just as the topic says, let's unite for education with emphasis to innovation, inclusion, and impact in the digital age. Dear friends, let us unite for education. We believe in IIU to create a transformative educational experience from young learners to adults, focusing on deep disciplinary knowledge, problem solving, leadership, communication, and interpersonal skills, and personal health and well-being. We cannot do it alone. We believe together we strive to combat literacy and provide free education to all children at their doorstep. We attempt to reach every single underprivileged child across 195 countries to develop a safer and progressive environment in their particular field of interest. We look forward to providing internship to every student to get the experience of the corporate world and enable them to tackle the real-life problems. Our primary motive lies in strengthening activities that spread awareness of social and cultural tradition value, also preparing the youth for a brighter future, contributing exceptionally in the area of social service and education, in assisting and uplifting social activities. We also have enormous courses structured on the Sustainable Development Goal, SDG, and other initiatives of the United Nations. Dear friends, educators, academicians, social activists, etc. As we are united, the need for innovation, inclusion, and impact in the digital age is very paramount. Innovation brings about significant advancement across the various sectors, driving economic growth, improving efficiency, and creating new opportunities. Innovation in the digital age foster creativity, enhance connectivity, and enable new business models, which will finally lead to a more interconnected and adaptable world, which we all need. Innovation provides and enhance learning outcomes, empower educators, and provide life learning opportunity. It will interest us also to know that this transformation is driven by the integration of technology, leading to improved student performance, personalizing instructions, and cost effectiveness. Technology encourages the development of critical thinking, problem solving, and digital literacy skills, preparing students for the lifelong learning and the demand for the modern workforce. Technology also extends the range of educational resources available to students, including online courses, web, and educational platform. Integrating technology prepares students for the demand for the modern workforce, which increasingly rely on digital skills and technology. Educational technology provides educators with the data-driven insight into student progressive learning patterns, enable them to make informed decisions and personalizing institution. Technology streamlines teaching processes and administrative tasks, freeing up educators' time for more focused instruction and student support. Technology brings about efficiency in teaching by enabling innovative assessment methods, including online quizzes, interactive assessment, and digital profile. Innovation improves learning outcome by enhancing engagement with technology. Students are more engaged with increased student motivational and participation. With technology, it brings about global connectivity, expose students to diverse perspective and culture. With technology, access to information, vast access to information, expand learning opportunity. With technology, personalized learning, have learning platform and software-tailored instruction brings about more tailored and effective learning experience. Inclusion in education is digital age, participating by digital technology brings about personalized learning, increased access to diverse resources, enhanced communication and collaboration for all learners. Also, raise a concern about equality and a digital divide. Inclusion also includes intermediate in learning and disruption, focus active and independent learning, improve the quality of education, particularly for marginalized groups. Digital learning can extend beyond the traditional class, allowing students to learn at their own space and in their own time. Innovation brings about enhance learning outcome, empower educators, and provide life learning opportunity. It will interest us to know that this transformation is driven by the integration of technology, learning to improve students' performance, personalized instructions, and cost effectiveness. Technology encourages the development of critical thinking, problem solving, and digital life skills, prepares students for lifelong learning and demand for modern workforce. Technology expands the knowledge of educational response available to students, including online courses and what have we. We should also thank God for this day. This day has been so unique. We have powerful people who are going to stress on it. But for my conclusion is this: all what I've said earlier brings about positive impact. Let us also consider some of the challenges, like the over-reliance on technology, which hinders the development of critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Challenges like digital equity, which brings about unequal access to technology, reliable interest, which also creates digital divide, and also brings about the existence of inequality. Online learning can also lead to feelings of isolation, a lack of engagement, of not carefully managed. Online learning also brings about raise concern about the data privacy and safety, particularly for younger students. Let us give kudos to IIU for the mission we are driving in achieving excellency in the field of virtual education at an affordable price and free education for underprivileged, reaching every child at their every doorstep across the globe, provide information online, virtual education by maintaining global quality that meets teaching and learning needs of the IIU academic and research community, by allowing students to gain experience and get guidance from mentors from their respective nation, by believing that a gateway of success to one's desired professional is by eliminating all the possible hurdles, giving opportunity for students to gain experience and also to get guidance from mentors across the globe. We offer job opportunity to our learners. After completion of course, IU has a tie-up with multinational companies, with the corporate sector, to keep produce to IU. IU is the best and remain the best. We thank God for every listener. We thank God for the speaker who are going to stress more on this topic. May God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor Charles. As usual, your words are enlightening. We really see and feel all the experience. Your words resonate with us, especially the urgent call. Thank you so much for all of us to unite and come together. Let me see, I'm trying to. Okay, next, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good, wonderful. Okay, so next we have Dr. Shruti Kulkarni. Dr. Shruti serves as a placement head and assistant professor at CCS Pune and is a dynamic entrepreneur. She runs 2 startups, one focused on the occult and spirituality counseling, and the other, Kalangan Art Music Academy, promoting music and creative expression, both of these in Pune. Dr. Shruti is an esteemed core member of IIU, and also she's our academic director of huge group of companies and trusts in Maharashtra. So welcome, Dr. Shruti. The virtual podium is all yours.
Thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity, Virginia ma'am. And today, just wanted to share one presentation. Just give me a moment, I'm going to share. I don't think so it is able to connect. Okay, not an issue. I just cover up my points only because today actually I'm not well that much, so not an issue. So wonderful. Thank you so much. Before start again, I just wanted to pay my gratitude for this wonderful platform and opportunity for our founder, Dr. Piyush Pandit sir, as well as our inspiration, late Mahashiv Kumari and Swamiji also. So today we are gathered here for this conference, which is innovation also, as well as inclusion. What exactly means the innovation? Innovation is nothing but the process to invent something new. So what is the innovation is a very important thing. And this is a continuous process in which we can invent every things newly we can introduce also, and whatever at best we can try to do in that things particular, so we can brought out from that. So this is the continuous process, I think so. And in education, this is the very much we can say important impact on education system. Why this is the best example of today's conference today, due to the technology and the impact of innovation also, we can say we are gathered here from corner of any country, world corner, we can say. So this is the wonderful we can say the innovation in technology. And I think there are the many more scope, and sky is the limit for innovation in a technology as well as in academic, because the where the students who cannot able to get in touch with the education or the knowledge, so due to the technology we can reach out in the any corner in the world, we can say, using this. So I think there are the many scope, and this is being a teacher, being educator, this is our own responsibility to give the maximum best to the society, whatever we can do. So I think this is a very wonderful opportunity, and on this platform definitely we can do something best. This is the ocean, and we can try to collect the maximum pearl using this platform here. And thank you so much for listening me, thank you so much for giving me wonderful opportunity. Thank you, Virginia ma'am, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shruti. And like you say, innovation is not anything else but bringing something new to the table. And this is what we embrace. This is how we transform. This is how we grow. So thank you, Dr. Shruti, for making your speech so easy to understand and so simple. Thank you for being with us today. So following the order, thank you, my dear. Following the order now, we will invite to the table with the people that are here, Dr. Manan Akram Al-Ashkar. Manar Akram Al-Ashkar is a Senior Director of Education at ITA Ella teacher. She's a translator, editor, accredited trainer, and researcher. And I'm sorry if it's a boy. Manan? I see you there, but I do not see you here. So then we will move on. We will move on then. With the order, we will go to, okay, there she is. Welcome, Manan, welcome, welcome. You can unmute yourself. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. And it's my pleasure to be a member in this conference. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be part of this global conference. First, I would like to start by talking about the three terms: innovation. First, innovation, as we all know, it's like when we use different or innovative methods, or especially in teaching, new approaches in our teaching methods. And the most important thing is inclusion, which demands like having different types of learners in the same class. And unfortunately, this was not found in most schools in the Arab world. Inclusion is restricted, let's say, or we don't have inclusion because we can see that most students who have special needs are kind of isolated. But I can say that based on my experience in teaching in a school that has or fosters or encourages inclusion, this term has become greatly important in our today's world. And I think that with the advance of technology, it has become greatly important to include all students from different learning styles and different learning abilities. And of course, when it comes to technology, we can say that technology has facilitated learning to a great extent, and it has aided teachers in their preparations. But in my point of view, I think that teachers who are not ready to accompany or update themselves or follow up the rapid advancement of technology, of course, will feel that they are left behind and they won't be able to accomplish their work. So based on my experience, I think it's very important for teachers now to integrate technology into their daily lesson plans, especially with the advance or the spread of AI tools. For example, they can use different tools in order to engage learners, especially now when we speak about inclusion. This means that there are many AI tools that teachers can use in order to have personalized lesson plans, in order to, for example, change their text into a speech or a speech into a text. Immersive readers tools, for example. They can also use like different types of for example, let's say mind map or Mapify, or there are other tools that can, for example, change a whole text into kind of maps in which then students are able, especially SEND students, are able to comprehend passages and understand them better. For example, Napkin AI is another tool that I personally use in my classes in order to change any lesson I have into kind of maps to simplify for my SEND students, because I'm teaching now students who have autism, ADHD, and different learning like abilities. On top of that, we cannot forget that also we have different, like 9 types of intelligences. So even if we are teaching mainstream students, this means we have different types of learners. We have auditory, kinesthetic, and that's why I think that teachers should be well trained, and school administrations has to work on training their teachers into how to use AI tools, how to integrate them into daily lesson plans, and school policies need to be updated so that inclusion is a main part of the school policy, because unfortunately we can see that most schools are not still up to include students with special needs. They are often like kept in separate schools, but what we aim at is that including them in mainstream with mainstream kids, because as I said, based on my experience now in the school I'm working in, it's an excellent model for inclusion in Bahrain, in the country now I'm seeing at, and that's why I find that working in this school has given me lots of experience in the field of innovation, digital education, and inclusion. And that's why I think that it's very important for teachers to be kept up with modern technology, to be well trained, how to use like innovative teaching methods that would help all their students at once. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Manal. And like you say, we all have to become one, and we just can't sit where we're at without really bringing, teachers are very important, bringing it to the classroom, and bringing our passion to the classroom is very important. Thank you for being here with us
Thank
today.
you so much. It's my pleasure.
So now we will go ahead and go on to Nebahat.
Yes.
I'm so glad that you're there and that you are ready. You are part of our team of speakers. You are
Thank you. Thank you.
And we absolutely love you. We love your energy.
Me
we
too,
love
dear friends. Yes.
passion and your commitment.
Thank you.
Thank you. The virtual podium is yours. Go ahead.
Yes. Yes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, dear esteemed colleagues, educators, and distinguished guests. It's both an honor and a privilege to speak on a topic that lies at the very heart of global education today: innovation, inclusion, and impact in the digital age. We are living in an era unlike in other in history. We live, we learn, we work and connect. The speed and scale of this transformation are unprecedented. Yet, as we embrace the digital age, we must ask ourselves a powerful question. Are we building a world that is not only smarter, but also fairer, kinder, and more inclusive? Let us explore these 3 pillars: innovation, inclusion, and impact, and reflect on how we can shape a future that works for everyone. Innovation. The first one is, of course, innovation, powering a new frontier. Innovation is the heartbeat of the digital age. From artificial intelligence or virtual reality to blockchain and biotechnology, we are seeing groundbreaking advancements that are reshaping industries and redefining possibilities. In education, for example, innovation has become the bridge that connects learners with knowledge, regardless of geography or background. Learning platforms now offer personalized education at scale. A child in a rural village can access the same resources as a student in a major city if the infrastructure is in place. But innovation is not only about technology, it's about mindset. It's about cultivating curiosity, creativity, and the courage to challenge the status quo. It's about encouraging our students, colleagues, and communities to ask, what if and why not? As we move forward, we must foster innovation that is responsible, ethical, and human-centered. We must ensure that new technologies are developed not only for profit, but for purpose. Inclusion, no one left behind. While innovation brings incredible promise, it also brings a profound risk, of course, the risk of leaving people behind. Digital divides still persist between countries, between urban and rural communities, between genders, and even within classrooms. Inclusion is not just a goal, it is a necessity. We must ensure that access to technology, connectivity, and digital literacy is a universal right, not a privilege. This means investing in digital infrastructure in underdeveloped regions. It means creating content in multiple languages and formats. It means designing tools and platforms that are accessible to people with disabilities. But digital inclusion is not only about access, it's about belonging. It's about ensuring that every voice is heard, every story is valued, and every individual has a seat at the digital table. Consider this. When we design digital solutions with marginalized groups in mind, we create better solutions for everyone. Inclusive innovation leads to universal innovation. In many parts of the world, girls unfortunately still lack access to digital tools and even education. Empowering girls and women in STEM and digital fields is not just an issue of equity, it's an investment in our collective future. Impact, technology for good. The true measure of innovation and inclusion is impact. What change are we making in real lives, real communities, and real futures? Impact is not only about flashy gadgets or viral apps. It's about how tools improve learning outcomes, enhance healthcare, drive sustainable development, and give voice to the voiceless. Let's take an example from education again. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the world went online almost overnight. For some, this was a smooth transition. For others, it was a stark revelation of inequality. The impact of digital transformation depends on how well we prepare, how equitably we implement, and how inclusively we engage. In the digital age, impact also means digital responsibility. We must teach our youth not just how to use technology, but how to use it wisely, to think critically, act ethically, and behave with empathy online. Moreover, impact requires collaboration. Governments, educators, tech companies, and civil society must work hand in hand. No one sector can build the future alone. We must break silos and build bridges. Call to action, building a future that reflects our best values. Friends, innovation is the engine, inclusion is the compass, and impact is the destination. We cannot afford to innovate without inclusion or pursue progress without purpose. The digital age must be a force for equity, for dignity, and for human flourishing. So, what can each of us do as educators? Let's embed digital citizenships, creativity, and inclusion into our classroom. Policymakers, let's ensure that innovation policy includes marginalized communities and fosters ethical tech. Tech developers, let's build tools that serve humanity, not just markets. Students and young leaders, of course, let's raise our voices and shape the future narrative of a digital world that reflects diversity, justice, and hope. A vision for tomorrow. It's the closing remark of my speech. Let me leave you a vision. Imagine a world where every child, regardless of zip code or circumstance, can learn through personalized, adaptive technology. Imagine a world where the voices of indigenous communities of everyone access technology. Yes, these are the end of my speech. As a teacher, as an educator, I am trying to use technology in every aspect of my work, and my students are aware of how to use technology. I am very proud of my students and my work as a teacher. These are my thoughts about the topic. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Nawahat, because the truth is that, and you're an amazing educationist. We know this already.
Thank
and
you.
we see the passion that comes through you. I truly believe, like you say, we should definitely embrace technology, but always remembering that we are human, that we have skills that have to be developed, that differentiate us from any machine or any technological advancement. We still need to continue to prepare and use our critical thinking, as you said. So thank you so much. And let's not be
Thank
afraid
you.
to advancements that exist, right? Let's not be afraid. Let's really embrace innovation, but always remembering what our number one thing is, that we are humans in this world, and we need to make sure that our future generation will always remember that their planet is first, that they are humans, that they feel emotions, and the technology is there to help us advance, not to replace
Yes.
us. Thank you so much, Dr. Nevahat.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so our next speaker today is a wonderful lady. She has a beautiful voice. She's very, very kind, but she's extremely smart. She is Dr. Sumitra Singh. She is the assistant professor at Amity Law School, an incredible university and institution in India. So, Dr. Sumitra Singh, the virtual podium is all yours. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much, Virginia ma'am. Thank you so much, Ermina ma'am. And thank you so much, the visionary leader, Piyush Pandit sir. Thank you for giving us all the educators across the globe, where we all can voice our opinion for the benefit of our students, for the benefit of the society, and also for the benefit of global good, aligning ourselves with the sustainable development goals. Actually, it means a lot. All of us look for voices. Where can our voices be heard? So thank you for giving me this opportunity. Today's topic is innovation, inclusion, and impact in the digital age. So I've tried to focus my speech on these lines. Well, when we talk about the global education landscape, that is undergoing a transformative shift, is what I can see. And that too with the integration of artificial intelligence, which was not so maybe 10 years back. Because even 10 years back, we were all introduced into digital literacy, and innovative teaching practices have been endorsed by all of us across the globe. Now, these changes are very critical for the students worldwide for the demands of the 21st century workforce and a rapidly evolving digital economy. So, how do we understand the artificial intelligence integrated course curriculum in a global perspective? One, that it provides a personalized learning worldwide. It allows the schools across the continents to personalize education, especially in the large and the diverse classrooms, especially in a country like India, which has got diversity. We all love and celebrate that diversity. So let's celebrate that diversity even through digital literacy programs. Second comes language and accessibility. AI tools offer real-time translation and accessibility support, helping to bridge the language barriers in multilingual regions. Well, the global curriculum design and scalability also has to be kept in mind by automating the repetitive tasks. That is a prime concern. When we talk about digital literacy in the Global Education Forum, we have to understand that the universal skill for the digital age is digital literacy, and that digital literacy is recognized by UNESCO and global education bodies and core competency for global citizenship. This is what the previous speaker Nibehat also spoke about. When we talk about equitable access, the efforts are being made globally to close the digital divide, especially between the developing nations and the developed nations, through the initiatives like one laptop per child and internet infrastructure programs. Coming on to global cyber awareness, there has been a growing emphasis on educating the students on the digital rights, responsibilities, online safety across the cultures. We all knew about it when COVID came in. We all were there on our laptops and the smartphones. So digital pedagogy for educators also needs a change, and also training has to be provided. Next comes innovation. So when we talk about innovation in the global education, we need to understand blended learning and flipped classrooms. Hybrid learning models have become the norm today in almost all the countries. Apart from this, there is one big thing coming up, and that is the global edtech solutions. So there are platforms, there are internet platforms which provide global edtech solutions. Then comes immersive technologies, which is the virtual exchange programs, either through AR or through VR simulations, which provide global students an exposure to international experiences. Coming on to the last one, that comes as cross-cultural collaboration, which enables all the students and educators across the country to foster intercultural understanding and teamwork. Now, here comes the role of the educators and the institutions like IIU and like all of us here on the panel. We need to understand that we all need the training to be equipped with AI tools and other digital tools internationally. And with international initiatives taken up by UNESCO, OECD, and the World Bank, I think these training programs are coming into force. We also have to facilitate global citizenship. I think Piyush Pandit sir has taken a great step in this direction by providing us this platform. Last comes the institutional readiness. Are we all ready? Are we all ready to adopt AI? Are we all ready to break that stereotype? Are we all ready to accept the change? So there would come the challenges like the digital divide, data privacy across the borders, affordability and inclusion, and resistance to technological change. So we need to understand, despite these challenges, what will be the future outlook? And that would be the universal access to quality education, that is achieving SDG 4, which is quality education for all by the year 2030, global lifelong learning ecosystem, a cultural sensitivity in AI tools, and also collaboration across the borders. Finally, as I conclude, I would like to give some examples in the global perspective. For example, regarding language and accessibility, there is Google's Read Along and Microsoft Immersive Reader Helper. Regarding the global curriculum, there is Century Tech, which is used in UK. Then scalability in the developed nations, say for example, MindSpark India, it provides adaptive mathematics and language learning aligned with local curriculum. Similarly, there are basic digital tools like Google for Education, then Be Internet Awesome, which is a cyber safety program. Then there comes one laptop per child, which I told earlier. Then there comes example like Moodles, Canvas, LMS. Then there comes immersive technologies, for example, Google Expeditions and Zspace. Then comes e-twinning as it is in Europe, iEarn, International Education and Resource Network, and much more. I'm sure with platforms like this and with conferences like this together, we all can make a big difference. So let's collaborate together to bring that change in the global society where everyone is literate, empowered with knowledge, and ready to take on whatever challenges that come, so that together we can build the globe and the world that we always dreamt of. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sumitra Singh. I am so empowered right now. I love your passion. I love your commitment. What you said, we need to embrace, we need to really take on the responsibility and continue to promote education for all. Definitely becoming a global citizen. It's one of the things that I captured from a lot of the important stuff you said, a lot of the important things that you said. But being a global citizen really amplifies. It doesn't mean you have to get on every single plane. It means that we need to be respectful, tolerate, and realize that we can learn from everybody. So thank you so much for everything you said. It's always a pleasure to have you here with us. Now we would like to invite Nahid Rasa. Nahid, are you here? I think I saw you.
I'm very much here, ma'am. I'm here.
Okay, wonderful. He's a esteemed educationist and a respected principal, also a great contributor here in International Internship University. The virtual podium is all yours, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I could see Miss number of dignitaries sitting in this gallery. My sincere gratitude to the host, IIU, Piyush Pandit sir. I could see a smiling face, Rajput sir, and all the outstanding speakers. My sincere gratitude and salutations from India. Today, outstanding topic has been scripted, and we are going to make ourselves enriching in this journey of interaction, right? And we are learning more rather than speaking. So, outstanding topic: innovation, inclusion, impact in this digital age. So, I'll begin with innovation. First of all, the innovation in this regard is personalized learning and AI driven learning. So every child is unique, every child is different, every child has potential to do something. And in this regard, AI and the digital tools have been playing very important role, and every child is feeling empowered today in this era of digital age, right? Because every child has its own learning pace and diversified preferences, so we should try to include to accommodate all these diversified preferences if we want to innovate our classes, our schools, our learning processes, because these tools are very, very essential tool. Immersive technology, AR and VR, augmented reality, virtual reality, create interactive hands-on learning experience from virtual field trip to stimulated science labs. Children are sitting in the classes, they can make any experiment from classes itself. They can have trips, because no imagination and reality could be mingled, and no children will feel themselves empowered. So, and complex concepts are very simplified, and children learn it very easily. And education becomes accessible through this innovation. So accessibility is already there in innovation, and when accessibility there, diversified preferences are included and accommodated, so impact is already there in this innovation. Hybrid and flexible learning models, so children are sitting in remote areas, they are learning, so no child should be deprived of this in this journey of the transformation which is taking place across the world. So every child would be better, wiser. This is my opinion. So, and my sincere gratitude to the host that she has given me opportunity. IIU, Piyush Pandit sir, Meena ma'am, thank you, thank you very much. This is all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I would love, thank you, because I'm a short, succinct, very important and from the heart. These are very important topics, especially, I think we've heard time and time again throughout the short time that we've been on, is that no child should be left behind. And I think that this is something that we have to continue to think about, especially in every single one of the policies that we bring forth. No child, no matter where they come from, what their circumstance, what their disabilities or abilities are, no child or no individual should ever be left behind when it comes to education. So thank you, sir, for reiterating something that is so important. Thank you. I would like to invite now to the virtual podium, Maha Shade. Maha, are you available?
Hello here. Hello, everyone.
Thank
I
you.
just would like to ask you to give me a chance to share my screen. I don't know
Sure.
if
Go ahead. Maha
yes.
Shade is an esteemed core team member. She is also the registrar of our International Internship University. She is a training consultant. She's a global education leader. She is the IIU ISDC president, and she's a digital marketing manager. Thank you, Maha, for being here with us today. This is your home, so I know that you will feel extremely comfortable. The virtual podium is all yours.
Thank you, Virginia. It's always a great privilege to be with you and to be with the whole IAU team. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. It's a great honor to be here with so many brilliant minds, passionate educators, and change makers from around the world. Today, I'm going to speak to you not just as an educator, actually, but as someone who deeply believes in the power of education to transform lives, to rewrite the stories, and especially to rebuild the societies, especially in a time where everything around us feels uncertain. The theme actually of this conference is innovation, inclusion, and its impacts in the digital age. Couldn't be actually more timely because because actually the truth is we are no longer teaching in the world we grew up in. We are teaching nowadays. We are teaching in a world of algorithm screens. We are teaching in a world of short attention spans and endless possibilities. Our students think in reels, they search in prompts, and they live in hyper-connected realities. But let me be clear. Actually, technology doesn't transform education. People do. Purpose does, actually. We need to stop seeing digital tools as a solution by themselves and start using them as a bridge to connection, to equality, to real learning that makes sense in the world we are living in. If I want to take the situation in my country, actually, and in many other parts of the world, we are seeing students, for example, they study by the candlelight. We see teachers redesign just the entire curriculums overnight. We've seen how lack of access become a new form of exclusion. And yet we keep going, we keep teaching, we keep believing. Because I believe actually real innovation doesn't come from devices. All of us, we have devices all over the world, but we don't have innovations everywhere. It comes from us, from educators who dare to teach differently. So tonight I just want, or today in this conference, I want to share actually three shifts we need to follow if we really want to have innovation. The first one, I'm going to speak about the access to agency. It is not enough. I believe it's not enough to give a student devices or internet. We have to give them power, the power to question, the power to create, the power to contribute. Let us teach them to code, to think critically, to use AI responsibly. Let us make them creator, not just consumer. The second shift I would like to highlight is from inclusion to representation. Diversity actually is not about numbers. It's not about slogan. It's about making sure every learner sees themselves in what we teach and how we teach it. When our students are going to feel seen, they believe they belong, and that will change everything. The third shift I would like to highlight is impacts to legacy. Actually, impacts is not just about grades. It's not about test scores. It's about the young girl who finally believes that her voice matters. It's about the boy who dares to dream beyond his circumstance. It's about building a generation that is resilient, empathetic, and ready to learn. And today, in this conference, for every educator, I would like just to listening us and sharing with us today. Please always remember your voice matters more than ever. In a world where algorithms actually try to shape minds, your authenticity actually is powerful. where things are constantly shifting, actually, you are the one who's leading the change. Your classroom is not just a space for learning, actually, it's a place for growth, for healing, and for transformation itself. So let us just not just unite for education. Let us teach. Let us lead with intention. Let us teach with heart. Let us innovate with courage, and let us always remember why we started in the first place. Thank you for giving me the chance to be with you today from Lebanon with hope. Thank you, Virginia.
Thank you so much, Maha. You left us with so many incredible golden nuggets. But I have to say that the heartfelt words were so authentic. And I think that that just tells us how authenticity amongst everything that happens in this technological world is the most important thing. And something that you just said at the very end, that I was going to talk about something else, but it's like, remember why you started this in the first place. Remember why you started, why you wanted to teach in the first place. Many times, you know, there's so many things that happen in our classroom and in the world that we live in that we forget why we are here. So thank you, Maha, for every single one of your words. They all resonated with us. And I love the authentic approach to everything that you said, because we know you're a techie, but the fact that you still have a heart and that you're so passionate about education is wonderful. And this is why you're such a great education example. So thank you for being with us today. Now I would like to, yes, thank you. Now I would like to introduce to you somebody who is not an alien or somebody foreign or strange to us here at International Internship University. On the contrary, we really respect and esteem him. He's a global leadership coach, a pharma business leader, a keynote speaker. He's a professor of practice, and he's an author, Amazon bestseller. This is Professor Dr. P.K. Rajput. Welcome. The virtual podium is yours.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Virginia, for once again inviting me on this great platform of IIU led by Piyush Panditji. So happy to see so many people where we know, where we learn from each other. Before I should start, I say, what is the most radical tool for change is not a cutting edge app or a futuristic gadget, but something far more powerful, and that is education. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening to the entire great educators who are here, the passionate group of the educators. Today, we stand at the crossroad of innovation, inclusion, and impact in this digital age. I was listening to Mitra Madam, then I heard Nahid Bhai, then I also heard our Maha Ma'am. What beautifully they have put the things in a nice way, because that's why we say, as we navigate through this rapidly changing landscape, we need to embrace these concepts to transform education to our students, which previously my speaker spoken. And that's the reason we say education is the only system where we standardize the process but expect extraordinary outcomes. I repeat, standardizes the process but expect the extraordinary outcome. So in this digital age, that paradox is failing millions. But today we have the power and the responsibility to change it. Let me talk something very different about it. Did you know that the AI in the education market we are talking about is projected to reach $20 billion by 2027? This is the prediction is there with a remarkable growth of 40% annual rate. You can see how the world is going to adopt it. And this represents just one aspect of the revolutionary change we are experiencing in the education. Yes, the most powerful tool for the change is not the smartphone, is not the AI algorithm. What Maha Madam has said, it is only we, only I, that I can make the change. Beautifully, Maha Madam has said about it, that how I can make the change, which is very, very important. Right now, you will agree, ma'am, and you will agree, everybody, we stand at the crossroad. The digital has given us unprecedented power to connect, to create. That's why the entire world is in front of me. But with the great power comes an even a greater milestone. The digital age is not about technology. It is also about the humanity. Let's innovate boldly, include intentionally, and impact meaningfully. Because innovation in education is important. And innovation is not just about adopting new technologies. It is about rethinking, updating how we teach and engage with our learners. because the digital age has brought about the incredible advancement across. Every month, the things are getting changed. It is getting upgraded, upscaled, and it is our sheer responsibility to leverage these tools to create meaningful learning experiences. Third point you said about the inclusion. I'll take the points on that. So inclusion is a paramount as we innovate. And innovate is not something new. It is a now requirement. It is a necessity of the life. And every student deserves access to the quality education, regardless of their background or abilities, what Sumitra madam has said. I fully agree. We all fully agree. So as we implement innovative practices, we must also focus on the impact. We must evaluate their success by asking, are our effort making a difference in the lives of the student or not? Or how we can improve? We must also focus on the impact. We must evaluate their success by asking, am I audible? Or not? Or how am I audible?
Okay, Professor.
Okay. Voice is echoing. So I just like to add about the feedback loops are very important. What Madam has said about is seeking creativity, outcomes and metrics are very important to making the thing sure. I took the point from Maha Madam, I was just writing it there. And for building the resilience, generation for resilience, case studies are important because let's learn from those who are already making the strides in this area. So schools which have successfully integrated the technology and fostered the inclusive environment, they can provide valuable lessons about the best practices, and that's why we can create the real resilience which just Maha Madam has said. So the future is not something we enter, it's something we create together. Hence we all have to take the call to action, stop asking how do we adopt, start demanding how do we redefine, and that's why IIU is doing it on the platform. Together we can create an education ecosystem that empowers every learner to thrive. So let me leave you with this very important note which I have learned from all of you. The future doesn't happen to us. It happens because of us. Because of us. So let us make it happen. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity on your wonderful platform. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rajput. It's always such a wonder to listen to you. Your words always resonate with every single one of us because I think it's the most important thing. You're authentic. You speak from the heart. You speak from experience, of course, but from the heart. And something that you said that I think we should always remember, the future is not happening to us. This is not something that's happening to us. It's really, we are entering and we can create it together. And I think that this is something we should all take. We are all active participants of what's going to happen for future generations. And remember, the present is really not there because what is present now in 3 seconds is no longer present, right? So we're always looking towards the future. So thank you. The future is something that we can create together. Thank you for those amazing words. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now I would love to introduce Mona Sawan. I hope that I said your last name correctly. Mona is a great contributor here at International Internship University. She's an educationist and leader, and we're very, very happy to have you here with us today. The virtual podium is yours. Welcome, Mona.
Hello. Greetings for everyone. Thank you all for being here today. We are about to explore how technology can democratize education, but only if we design it with intention. So let's ask ourselves, how can innovation serve the most marginalized learners first? This event is not just a conference, it's a convergence of minds, hearts, and hopes from every corner of the world, united by one mission, transforming education for the better. So this event is not just a conference, it's a convergence of minds, hearts, and hopes from every corner of the world, as we said. So let's say innovation and education. I will explore it as an example. In India, the Diksha platform delivers localized lessons in 35 languages to 7 million teachers, proving innovation isn't just disruption, but access. It's from UNESCO 2023. So when schools closed in Latin America, governments used radio, TV, and WhatsApp to reach 95% of students. This is from World Bank 2023. That's the power of resilience and ideas. In East Africa, schools co-designed curricula with students with disabilities, improving outcomes for all learners. Global Partnership for Education 2024. Inclusion isn't accommodation, it's innovation. In the United States, 17 million students lack home internet, while in Africa, mobile data initiatives provide affordable access for schools. So equity isn't equal, it's just. Kenya's INESA SMS lessons reach 2 million, but when replicated without teacher training, it failed. This resources is from Brookings 2023. So tools are universal, implementation must be local. From policy to action, building inclusive education, policy for equity, a mandate inclusive curricula, example, content reflecting diverse cultures, abilities, fund teacher training on accessibility tools, example, screen reader. Second, digital inclusion programs provide devices plus internet for low-income students, scale community tech hubs with free training, global collaboration, partner across sectors, example, NGOs, governments, to share solutions. Our role is to donate use devices to schools, mentor youth in digital skills, advocate for inclusive edtech policies. In Europe, national digital education programs equipped schools with devices and trained teachers, raising digital literacy by 40%. This is from European Commission 2024. So policy is powerful, but partnerships are pivotal. So tonight, commit to one step, mentor a teacher, advocate for funding, or donate a device. So progress starts here. By 2026, leading economies will invest billions in AI for schools. This is from Digital Europe 2024. But without ethical girdles, we risk automating inequality. The future isn't predicted, it's built. So the time to shape this is now, before algorithms harden biases into systems. A teacher once told me, the opposite of exclusion isn't inclusion, it's belonging. So let's build systems where every learner belongs. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Mona. And definitely when we speak from equity, realizing that not everybody is starting the same, and realizing that we're not all in the same. And most importantly, we know that 2.9 billion people are not connected. And of these, the majority are women and girls. We know that everybody is not included, so definitely. And when you speak about the United States, it is very sad that every single person that we see on the street is connected to a phone, but that our students do not have connectivity or access to connectivity in order to be connected to the world is very, very urgent. So thank you for bringing these facts and figures. There are so many more, but these are the ones that really stood out to me because I see it every single day. So thank you for sharing this with us today. Thank you. Now I would like to introduce to you Dr. Elizabeth Islas. Dr. Elizabeth is from Mexico. She lives in India. She's an educationist, a global speaker, and an educational strategist. Welcome, Dr. Elizabeth Islas. The virtual podium is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I am so happy with share today with a lot of friends. Doctor, all, I am so happy for that. Okay, I would like to share some small video And after that, we can talk about it. So, can you see my screen now?
We can.
ICT digital accessibility. The key to achieving a digitally inclusive world. We're living in an increasingly interconnected world. Information and communication technologies, or ICTs, have become an important part of our everyday lives. While millions of people connect daily to work, obtain information, receive education, buy essential products and services, and socialize, many others from vulnerable groups are being left behind. Digital inclusion is the foundation upon which digital communities can be built to bridge the digital gap, and ICT accessibility is the key enabler. As a ramp ensures access for everyone in the physical environment, ICT accessibility facilitates the attainment of digital inclusion for all. Digital accessibility guarantees that all people, regardless of gender, age, ability, or location, benefit on an equal and equitable basis from the opportunities offered by ICTs. Accessible ICTs are devices with embedded accessibility features from the design stage. For example, smartphones. But accessible equipment is not enough for everyone to understand information and be able to interact. To guarantee access to and use of ICTs by all people, regardless of their specific capabilities, needs, and/or circumstances, digital content, as well as any product or service provided through digital platforms, must also comply with the accessibility guidelines and related standards. For example, in a noisy space, a person can communicate through a chat, just as a person with a hearing disability would. A visually impaired person will send voice messages, just as a person caring for a baby does, or someone who cannot use their hands to write. A migrant or a person who does not master a language can access important information if it is provided in easy-to-read or intuitive formats, which will also serve a person with cognitive disability. 3 building blocks are needed to achieve digital inclusion for all. Access and digital infrastructure to ensure internet connectivity is in place. Affordability, so that users can afford internet access and buy devices to connect. Accessibility of ICTs, which is key to fulfilling digital inclusiveness for all people and encompasses implementation of ICT accessibility policies, regulations and standards. Development of accessible ICTs, including devices, products and services. Appropriation and digital knowledge skills by all end users. Building inclusive digital communities is everyone's responsibility. Only through collective efforts will we successfully build the digitally inclusive world we want. Join ITU's work in ICT digital accessibility.
Thank you. I like so much this video because this is true. Actually, we have some amazing technology, but we need to share. We need to teach to more people, but the first is the they need to have the accessibility for do that. So this is a very important thing that we have to take after this meeting. What can we do? Maybe I can buy 100 mobiles and 100 tablets or something, but maybe I can teach maybe a big thing every day to somebody. I don't need 100 people. I need only 1 people that I can teach something. And if we can share in our WhatsApp group, I am sure that IIU, it's a very important platform for do that. And we can help one by one for all the people and they can have more opportunities. Okay, I hope that you like this video and we can help more and more. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Yeah, the video was very, very exciting. And I think it brought to life and we were able to see what we've been talking about during the entire conference, how the connection and all the instruments and all the advancements and all the algorithm in the world, that they're all available to us. But if we don't use it. And if the human is not first, then it doesn't really work, right? So I thank you for bringing the video, because everything that everybody has said, we were able to really capture in your video. So thank you so much for sharing that with us today. And you are a family member here at International Internship University. We'd love to have you with us always. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Now I would like to invite Professor Ryo Takahashi from Japan. Are you here, sir? Professor Ryo? Okay, I'm going to give him some time to come back. And I will go ahead and introduce to you Dr. Srividya Sukumar. Dr. Srividya, are you here? This is what happened.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Okay, you are there. Beautiful. Dr. Srividya Sukumar is definitely not a stranger to International Internship University. She is a pillar contributor. She's been with us since the inset of the organization and the onset of the platform. She is an educationist. She is an amazing professional. She's a climate change champion. And I have to say that I am very proud to say that I participate in many of her cabinets. She's one of those women that when she says she's going to do something, she does. She puts action behind her words, and it's something that I truly admire. So Dr. Srividya, the virtual podium is yours. Welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Virginia, for that wonderful, flashy smile welcome. Thank you. You really made my day. And thanks for everyone, almost everyone I know. Armina, how are you? Maha, and Shruti Kulkarni, Safal, some of them whom I don't know, Mr. Rajput, and Professor Charles, Mona Savan. Warm welcome to everyone, and good evening, good afternoon, good night, and good morning to whichever time zone that you're logged in. It's a very beautiful topic, as we all know, and we are all enjoying discussing about this innovation, inclusion, which is impacting the digital age. As we know, this digital age, the present era that we're talking about, is numerous opportunities for innovation, inclusion, and impact. As such, with in terms of whether it is emerging technologies or digital transformation, or even the startup ecosystems that is really catching up with the entrepreneurship and innovation. So when we do that, we are in the process or the demand of encouraging the digital transformation, which is happening in overall in the global era in various industries, that is ultimately definitely improving one's efficiency and productivity in terms of emerging technologies with AI, blockchain, IoT, everything which is just driving the innovation. Definitely, what is not to be compromised is the inclusive factor, is the thing. So as our prior speakers were mentioning, the digital accessibility for all, irrespective of their area, the local community, the availability, the whatever thing, challenges that we are facing, infrastructure, basic infrastructure with the access to the digital accessibility is the key thing. Even the previous video, we have seen that the people who are using hearing impaired, physically challenged people, all these people should be able to access the digital access, should have the digital access, as because this is going to be the demand. So when they have the access, what is the next thing which follows through in the process is the digital literacy. What is the use of having a mobile phone when we don't know how to use it? So the digital literacy definitely takes it to bridge this digital divide, which is there, with the inclusive design of digital products and services that are very inclusive, user-friendly, and safe and secure. Because irrespective of the age gap that we are talking about, they should be given access, they should be given digital literacy. In that case, we cannot even compromise on the safety and security of the environment that we are talking about, the age levels that we're talking about. So with that, definitely the social impact with the use of digital technologies, it will have a social impact by improving the healthcare sector, or even the education, or otherwise the environmental sustainability that we're talking about. It will have a major economic impact leveraging these digital technologies. It will drive for innovation and also create more job opportunities. It is not going to take away humans if we are digitally, like a proficient, but still, end of the day, it is we humans who are using them. So definitely it's not going to be a job replacement at all. End of the day, if you're talking about coding, who is creating those codes? We are only creating. So only thing is where it is lagging, what we need to equip ourselves, that's what we need to think and work on. So with the digital technologies to use the environmental impact with sustainable practices and renewable energy, definitely we all will have our hands on for saving our planet Earth even as such. So how do we implement this? With the key collaboration mode, with encouraging collaboration between all stakeholders, irrespective of the age, caste, creed, the status, irrespective of that, such that we make this inclusive, collaborative ecosystem, including the government, industries, and other civil bodies who are involved in it. End of the day, when we have this collaboration, what it should really lead to for flourishing is the investment in the digital infrastructure such that the ecosystem will be made, everybody will have the access, everything will be digitally accessible with the to support the innovation and inclusion. And digital skills should be developed and to every organization and the individuals that can thrive in the digital age with the responsible innovation, because end of the day, we are responsible for our ethics, safety, and sustainability. We ourselves, who are the users, we are the end users. So when we have the facility, then we have the responsibility, we have the prior responsibility to follow through. So with the responsible innovation and inclusiveness, which will prioritize the ethics and safety and sustainability. So definitely by harnessing this power of digital technology, we can drive innovation and promote inclusion, create a positive impact in the various aspects of the society. Dr. Virginia, I would like to end it here. If you would like to give me some more time, I can add a few more points. I leave it to you.
Go ahead. Yeah, a few more. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I can. Thank you.
We would love to hear you at the end.
When we have created such a digital age, so where the innovation and inclusivity will go hand in hand, that will ensure the benefits of the technology are accessible and beneficial for all, while also mitigating potential harms which are for the society. So such a kind of digital vision or the mission or the future that we're talking about is crucial for a shared economic and social progress of all the countries, whichever country they belong to, with the innovation policies and procedures which has to be there in place, which need to be adopted. So we talked about relearning, unlearn, relearn processes. Yes, definitely we need to adapt ourselves. And keeping in mind, nothing is permanent, but only change is permanent. So we need to adapt ourselves for the requirements of the standards which are expected out of us to respond to new challenges and embrace new opportunities which are presented, which are created by the digital transformation. So this includes addressing the potential digital inequalities, ensuring that the marginalized communities, which definitely they are not going to be left behind at all, as such. So when we talk about digitally, why are we really confining to only mobiles and internet, anything through internet? There is always a satellite which is there. There is always a radio which is there. There is always a TV which is there, which is accessible even in these vulnerable countries as well. So when we talk about digitalization, digital transformation, let's make it universal with the universal thought of accessing anything and everything through the satellite, such that even this internet is not going to be a hamper or a threat for us. So in that case, we need to elaborate our vision, our thought process, everything with the innovation of the digital transformation, reshaping the industries, reshaping the present infrastructure and the ecosystem, creating new opportunities, which will definitely be a protection for automation, which will not displace workers, but will address the need with the digital divide. So that's what is the ethical consideration that we're talking about. That's what is the inclusion that we are talking about. In that case, what is again the key thing is policy and collaboration. All the governments have to come together, put their minds together to create a digital future, which is both innovative and inclusive. That includes developing policies that support this process in terms of education, workplace, or even healthcare. So addressing risks in case of, in terms of any harmful content which is there. Say, for example, when we are doing too much of digital, have we ever thought about this digital waste which is getting accumulated on everyday basis? What are we really doing? We are thinking we are deleting this file from our computer, from our phone, but it is still there. It is somewhere stored there. Who is going to remove all those, definitely all those waste which are being accumulated? So in terms of, we should have a proper AI governance in case of risk mitigation, and waste removal processes have to be in place very methodologically such that nobody is put in threat. So with these things, definitely addressing the potential risks also involved with the digital technologies, we will be able to create such a vision that we are talking about. And it's a great initiative, definitely, Dr. Virginia. Beautiful. Everybody has contributed in a major way in a different perspective as such, and each perspective is so very important. Each one has got their influences, and definitely everything should be kept in mind. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for the opportunity. My sincere thanks to Mr. Piyush Pandit as well.
Thank you, Dr. Vidya. I am so happy that you were here today and you were able to make it here with us. Now, like I said before, you're a woman of action, and I really, really like this, but you're also a woman with incredible words. One of the things that we haven't talked about is governance when it comes to AI, and I think that is so important. Right now, everything is new. We're still discovering, we're exploring, but definitely there are going to be some tasks that have to be done, and that most likely they haven't been assigned yet. As the current president of World Education Policy, this is critical to us, and definitely part of our educational policies that we're looking into when it goes to, when we look at other curriculums, when we look at other countries around the world and how they're looking at education, this is also something that nobody is looking at. So I am very, very happy that you brought it to our attention, because I think this is definitely a topic that we can explore further on. And you will definitely be here to lead that. So thank you. Thank you, Dr. Shafidia, for being with us today.
Thank you, Dr. Virginia. Thank you, Ms. Ermina. Thanks for the opportunity, and thanks for everyone who has shared with the stage. Thank you today. Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste. So now, Dr. Prem Atkish Lekhi, I would like to invite you to the virtual podium. Are you available, sir? Yes, you are. Dr. Atkish Lekhi is an international healthcare professional with a focus on disaster management and humanitarian assistance. The virtual podium is all yours, sir. I know we're getting ready, Dr. Prem Atkish Lekhi. We can't see you. I know you unmuted yourself, but I can't hear you and we can't see you. Okay, so maybe we're having some difficulties. So I will go ahead and move on to Mr. Safal Dungana. Mr. Safal, this is the first time that I've met you, so welcome. I am very happy to have you here with us at International Internship University. Most likely you have been with us before, but it's my honor to have you for the first time. And the virtual podium is all yours. I have here that you're an author and an education champion. So please, go ahead.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, good evening to everyone from around the world. Respected hosts, honorable chief guests, distinguished speakers, and all dear participants. I'm truly honored and humbled to be part of this inspiring global platform, the IIU Global Conference 2025. I would like to thank the International Internship University for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts on such an important and timely theme: innovation, inclusion, and impact in the digital age. Let me begin by saying we are living in a time of great digital transformation. Technology is changing the way we live, work, learn, and connect. But the true power of technology lies not just in creating something new. It lies in making the innovation inclusive and impactful.
Okay, I think we lost Safai. Is there anybody that has not spoken? I have Professor Ryo Takahashi here, but he's not available in the camera or the mic. And Dr. Prem Ahish Leki, I see your microphone is open. I don't know if you have an opportunity to join us while Mr. Safal reaches out to us again. Can you hear me? Dr. Sumitra, can you see me? Can you hear me? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
I can
good.
see
So
you,
I think
yes.
we lost them. Yes, and I am still waiting for Dr. Prem Adish Leki. I know he's here, but I can't hear him. And we lost connection with Dr. Safal. We can't hear you, sir. I think maybe if you log off and you log back on, we will able to. Safal has joined us again. Let's see.
Hello.
Okay,
Hello.
welcome. Welcome.
Okay, I would like to continue, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Can I? Let me begin by saying we are living in a time of great digital transformation. Technology is changing the way we live, work, learn, and connect. But the true power of technology lies not just in creating something new, it lies in making the innovation inclusive and impactful. Innovation is not only about big invention or complex software, it is also about solving real problems in simple, smart, and scalable ways. Whether it is AI in healthcare, online education platforms, or mobile banking in rural areas, innovation becomes meaningful when it brings positive change to everyday life. As a student and digital enthusiast from Nepal, I have seen how even basic digital tools can uplift lives in education, farming, small businesses, and governance. But innovation without inclusion is incomplete. Technology must not leave anyone behind. We need to bridge the digital divide between urban and rural, between rich and poor, between developed and developing nations. Let us ask, are our innovation accessible to people with disabilities? Are we considering the needs of women and youth in rural areas? Are our platforms available in local languages? When innovation includes everyone, it becomes empowerment. And finally, let's talk about impact. Impact is about results. It's about what differences we are truly making, not just on paper, not just in numbers, but in real human lives. A great example is how technology helped us during the pandemic. From virtual classrooms to online medicine delivery and even digital mental health support. Now it is the time to measure success not only by profit but also by purpose. Friends, the future of innovation is not in the hands of a few. It belongs to all of us, educators, entrepreneurs, engineers, and students. Let us work together to build a world where innovation is human-centered, where inclusion is a priority, and where impact is sustainable. In closing, I would like to say, let's technology not only connect our devices, but also connect our hearts, our minds, and our shared dreams. Let us innovate not just for today's market, but for tomorrow humanity. Thank you once again for this opportunity. It truly means a lot to me to be part of a global platform that brings together so many brilliant minds, passionate leaders, and dedicated change makers. As we move forward in this digital age, let's not forget real innovation starts with intention. Inclusion begins with empathy, and impact grows when we act together. I believe that every one of us, no matter where we come from or what stage we are in, has the power to contribute to a better, more connected world. So let's rise to this moment. Let's learn from each other. Let's share, collaborate, and build solutions that go beyond borders and beyond generations. To all the young minds listening, including those from countries like mine, Nepal, remember this. Your voice matters. Your ideas matters. Your efforts matters. Even the smallest step you take today can create a ripple of change tomorrow. Let's create a digital age where no one is left behind, where technology uplifts, unites, and transforms lives. With that, I once again express my gratitude to the International Internship University and the entire organizing team for this wonderful platform. Wishing everyone a meaningful and impactful conference ahead. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Safal. And I think that that could have been the conclusion of this event. What you said was absolutely beautiful. You harnessed everything in and you brought it back to, I think, what we've all seen again and again with every single one of the speakers is that we're talking about technology, we're talking about innovation, but we can never forget, number one, that not everybody is from equity, not everybody is starting the same, that we all deserve to be connected, we all deserve to be part of these innovations, and that innovation is not just a few, it's all of us. And something that I love that was said, future is not happening to us, we are creating the future together. So thank you, Safal, for being here. Your words were wonderful. Thank you so much. And now I would love to invite Dr. Prem Arish Lekhi, if you are available, sir. I know you were trying to connect to audio. We would definitely love to hear about him and maybe in another session, because right now I think we're having some technical issues with his connection. We can't hear you, sir. I know you're there. I can see. Thank you. He's an international healthcare professional with a focus on disaster management and humanitarian assistance. So we will be inviting you again. We definitely want to hear what to say. We cannot hear you, sir. We can't hear you. I think it may have to do with your low connection. That's why your camera and your audio do not work. We will still be here. Edmina will give us some closing remark, and I will come back to see if you're still available. If not, I think everybody has spoken. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, so Edmina, I think we're at the end of this amazing conference. I am really, really excited because I heard a few things time and time again. Number one, we are all concerned that nobody stays behind, right? That is the number one thing. Number two, something that Dr. Shavidia brought to our attention. There's a lot of talk of innovation and AI, but there really isn't anything, no policy and no policy makers right now advocating for some presence, some governance, and what is working, what is not going to work, what are we going to eliminate? We don't want to have all this information, some of it proven, some of it not, clouding our cloud, definitely. So definitely this is something that we really need to look into. Connection. We do know that 2.9 billion people around the world are not connected, and more than 73% are women and girls. This is really, really concerning when you think that women and girls are the other half of the population. So, this is not just a feminist hurrah. This is not just us complaining. This is actually a human situation, because if half of your population is not connected, then we have serious issues. So Mona talked about 70% of students in the United States in that public system do not have access to connection. And the majority of the information that we're getting today, especially in education, is coming through these connectivity portals. So what is happening? What are we doing? This is just the US. Let's think about everybody else, right? So this is everybody's problem. This is just not one, not two. And like Safai said, innovation is just not for a few of us, it's for every single one. So I think this has been such an amazing topic, inclusion, innovation. Like, where are we heading? How are we, and education, where does this all intersect? And in that intersection, we have many, many open opportunities. I don't want to call them challenges. I want to call them opportunities. So thank you to every single one of you speakers. Dr. Sumitra, I always say that she has one of those incredibly sweet voices, but with such a punch, and so precise and so succinct. These are people that work with us. These are contributors. These are our pillars. We are who we are because of you. So thank you for being here with us today. And one of the most important people in our entire organization as Piyush Group of Companies and Trust is Ermina Raescu. So Ermina, I would love for you to come in and give us some closing remarks.
Yes, sure, Virginia. First of all, I want to congratulate you for the wonderful hosting. You and I to this event with your kindness and great comments. Proud of you. And first and foremost, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to our visionary founder, as say Virginia, Advocate Piyush Pandit, who is tirelessly committed to global education and innovation, has made this platform possible, first of all. His dream of a borderless educational movement is continuing to inspire us all day by day. To our chief guest, global speakers, thank you for your generously sharing your time, knowledge, and passion. Your insights on inclusive practice, innovation in pedagogy and in digital transformation have sparked a meaningful conversation that will resonate for far beyond today. To our global audience, joining us from across continents, your presence, engagement in the chat and chat live, and active participation give this event its spirit. Thank you for being with us and contributing to this global dialogue on education, because if we think almost all is for our audience, for the people from all over the world. For this is IIU, for connecting people from different corners of the world. Finally, to every member of the IIU team, thank you for your dedication, creativity, and teamwork. You are the heartbeat, really, of this movement, because without team, we are nothing. As we move forward, may the seeds planted here today grow into action that amplify, include, and innovate education for all. May global events worldwide to grow and to us in next events. Let's continue to connect, collaborate, and co-create, if we can say like this, a better education for future. Thank you, and see you at the next global gathering. Thank you so much. Have a great evening all.
Thank you, Ermina. So we officially draw close to this conference. And it's been my pleasure to be here with all of you. And on behalf of Advocate Piyush Pandit, myself, and International Internship University, we want to express our heartfelt gratitude to every single one of you distinguished guests and panelists, every single one that participated, all of our followers. We want to say thank you. Your invaluable contributions, your insight, and your expertise have greatly enriched this discussion. And I do hope that it doesn't just stay here in words. I do hope that it takes us into action. One of the most beautiful things that we have been able to do here in IIU is not only bring education to every single person, but also anywhere around the world, in 195 countries, 6 continents. But also we create great collaborations. I love to see our leaders working with each other, bringing each other information. I love to contribute and collaborate with Dr. Shrividya because she does outstanding work. I love to collaborate with Dr. Sumitra because I had the opportunity to do one of her events and I was so excited, and the people that I was able to bring to the table were also very excited. This is the magic of what we can do with technology. This is the magic of what happens here in International Internship University. And this is the magic that Piyush Pandit saw in his head when he thought about this years ago. So thank you, Advocate Piyush Pandit, for allowing me to be here today, for giving me this wonderful opportunity and this great platform, for giving me such amazing partners in work like Ermina, Maha, Dr. Patricia, Dr. Roshni Lal. They're all great partners in this amazing scope. Professor Charles, Dr. Shrividya. So thank you for being here today. This is your celebration, and I am very, very, very honored and humbled to have been your host today. So thank you all. See you very, very soon. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye. Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Virginia. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. It was wonderful connection. Thank you.
Thank you.